Hey Gators, welcome back to Sittin with Simmons. Again, I'm your head basketball coach, Bob Simmons, and joining us today is our Director of Athletics, Bill Ross. Bill, thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely. Glad I could be here.
So before we get started, let me introduce our sponsor of the day, and I actually have to read it because I've never seen this many initials before in a title. So our sponsor of the day is the U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association, or better known as the USTFCCCA. And the reason for that is we have a legend in the track and field cross country world with us, Bill Ross. So that's our sponsor of the day. So let me give a quick background on Bill Ross. So prior to being in administration, Bill was the head coach of the Gators cross country and track and field teams from 1996 to 2010. He built Allegheny into a formidable running power, guiding the student athletes here at Allegheny College to the International Association of Athletic Federation, World Championships, and U.S. Olympic trials. An 11-time U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association Region Coach of the Year. Mr. Ross also earned a record 31 NCAC Coach of the Year honors. He developed 77 national championship qualifiers and 34 All-Americans. Bill, what was the secret? Got to ask, as a coach, what was the secret?
Just being blessed with great athletes. That's the secret. So it was definitely a good run, and definitely enjoyed it. And oftentimes I would sit back and say the same thing, Coach. I don't know. I really don't know where it came from often enough. But believe me, there were plenty of times though that I would walk away from a competition and go, dude, you have no idea what you're doing. You are a horrible coach, and you better get out of the business because you just don't know you cannot get those guys across the line. And so you need to figure something out here. So I think that's what the secret was, is that I had enough of those moments that it really sparked me on to try to learn more about the sport and correct the wrongs, if you would. And so that certainly helped out.
So you go from coaching, you go into an assistant athletic director role in charge of the facilities, and then take over as interim AD, and then shortly afterwards become athletic director. What's it been like making that transition from the sidelines to the administration? What's that been like for you?
I mean, it's been good. I feel like it's a natural move. I've always been very interested in the administrative side of things, as strange as that sounds, coming from the coaching profession, where, again, there's an awful lot to be said for those who really enjoy the recruiting and enjoy being on the sidelines and motivating a team and doing all of that. And that seems to keep people in the game long enough. But I really grew to like the administrative side of coaching, and was always volunteering to help out whenever there was, a search committee or something that needed to be done within a department. Just wanting to learn more. So I guess it was just more of that, just wanting to continue to educate myself as much as I possibly could in the world of athletics. Now, if I was going to go sell insurance or something like that outside of athletics, I would say it was, a horrible move. But the fact that I get to be involved in athletics, still be around the student athletes, still be around the coaching profession, it's a great move and a natural move.
See, I thought you were going to say just the chance to get to work with me on a daily basis was the reason behind that. But we can keep that. We don't want any other coaches to get upset about that.
Yeah. We'll keep that one right there.
So Bill, let's go back a little bit. You didn't start at Allegheny. You started at another school. Why did you come to Allegheny? Why Allegheny? And you've been here for 20 plus years. Why Allegheny?
Well, I mean, I was at Teal, and I I was there in 1990. I started at Teal, and Allegheny had just won the national championship in football. So that's, I mean, everyone around in Western Pennsylvania was cheering on Allegheny to win that championship. So it wasn't just an Allegheny thing. And so obviously Allegheny was a destination place for anyone in the coaching profession, regardless of the sport. When the opportunity came up in 96, it was, I jumped on it. Definitely was very interested in coming here. And what kept me here, it's been the people, the folks that I do get to work with. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have to work with you, but still there's others that, certainly keep you here. The students that you get to work with, and Allegheny is a good employer. I mean, I don't know whether the grass is greener on the other side of the hill or not, but it's a good thing.
Great. So we just finished up the basketball season, abbreviated basketball season during this pandemic, and again, you were a big part of why we were able to play. And again, can't thank you enough for all your support in making that happen for us. What were your takeaways from this abbreviated men's basketball season? I know you were at most of our games, if not all of them, doing something for us. What were your takeaways from the season?
Well, one of the biggest takeaways was all of the talk that I heard out on the court that you don't normally hear during a regular game or regular season because of all the crowd noise or music or, just whatever going on. You don't hear what's going on out on the court. So that was interesting to hear. Again, I was a football player, so I know the trash talk and the things that go on during a football game, but that was just sort of, it was neat to hear a lot of the ribbing that was going on between the players and officials, coaches to players. It was fun hearing all of that going on. But again, I was excited that we could get those games in. It was a great opportunity for our team with a young team that in order to get them some experience so that they're ready for next year. I'm glad that we could squeeze that all in, but man, was it a struggle, wasn't it, Coach, getting it all figured out? I mean, we had looked at trying to do something in January and that didn't work out. So then we had to move into March and beginning of April to try to get in a couple of games. And thank goodness there was enough teams still left playing that we could get some things scheduled. So that's again testament to you and your ability to rally some folks and get these games going.
It was definitely different not having a lot of people in the stands. You could pretty much hear everything, and it was different. But we certainly appreciate all the support we got from the administration, from the student body. It was great and didn't go unappreciated. So then after the season, we jumped.
You seemed calmer too. You seemed a lot calmer. So that was another takeaway. Watching you on the sideline, you were pretty calm.
I was very calm on the sideline. I sat there a lot this year. Coach Bean and Coach Zool, they were getting fired up. I mean, Coach Zool, holy heck. I mean, you got to keep that guy under control. Young. So we'll switch gears. So the season ends, and we kind of jump right into a big day here on campus, Gator Give Day, and record-setting day for the college, for the department, for just about every program, if not every program. What were your takeaways from Gator Give Day from the athletic side?
Well, the really cool thing about it is that we've always said that our athletic alum are ready to really get after it and supporting athletics. And this was the first time that really we were able to just open up the floodgates and allow the coaches to do an awful lot of work ahead of time and getting the word out to all their alumni base, parents as well, even the current student athletes, and just really getting the word out that we're going to be doing this, and we're really excited about it. And it just, I was blown away at the total, blown away at the number of new donors, the number of returning donors, and just, I mean, the dollar amount, like I said, that's great that we were able to raise that much money, but more importantly, it was the engagement piece that we were able to get that many people engaged on one day. That was phenomenal. And again, it shows that Gator Athletic alums are faithful, and they love their Gators, and they're willing to support our students. And it's definitely came out in a huge way on that day. So very, very proud of that, of all the effort of all the coaches that they put into it. And we'll see. We'll keep that momentum going.
We showed everybody we're Gator strong, and we're certainly together. That's for sure. I mean, that was a great day overall for the college and the department, and happy to be a part of it, and looking for great things to come. I think the future's bright for us. What's one thing, Bill, that you would say to an incoming student athlete about Allegheny College? What's something that you want them to know about Allegheny College that separates us from everybody else? Why are we the place for everybody?
I hate to use a cliche and hate to point to one thing, but they did write a book about it. It's called The Colleges That Change Lives. And that's the thing that I've witnessed over the number of years that I've been here, is the number of lives that this institution has changed. And I would say, student-wise, and those that were employed here as well. So I don't know. It's hard to put a finger on it. It's just a school that cares, that comes through with all the employees, and that the fact that comes through, and the students can feel that, and they are empowered to, obviously help themselves, but they also know that there's things here in place to fall back on, that there will be help. I don't know. There's just a lot of encouragement that helps these young people really figure out their path and where they want to go with their lives. And the uniqueness of the major and minor combination really sets us apart as well, because I don't know, you have to be a thinker. You got to be someone that thinks outside the box. And again, that's another cliche, but it's true. We live it out here, and it certainly helps in really living up to that motto of changing your life. And this institution definitely does that. So again, read the book. You want to know more. Again, I'm not a philosopher, so read the book, but you'll again, it's something that I've witnessed many times. And
good answer. Gators, come on campus and find out why you don't want to leave. So Bill, I had Coach Justin Lindsay on a couple months back. I asked him this question. Obviously, your accolades speak for themselves here. I mean, we got a half a page of accolades about what you did as a cross-country track and field coach. How good could I be if you coached me? How good could I be? What could you do for me if I was running track and field for you? What would you do? Where would I be?
Well, based on the sport, we'd be looking at high jump, obviously. We'd be looking at some of the other jumps. That's where the majority of the basketball players would be going. Now, that was the younger you. If it was you right now, I think we have a position with a clipboard and a stopwatch, that we just have you standing there just taking some times and writing some things down for us.
Wow. Man, I can't get any love from the track and field world. Gosh darn, I might have to move on. We got to get some other coaches on here from other sports and see if I have a better shot there. Maybe Coach Crum, Coach Nagy could use me. I don't know.
I don't know.
Bill, any last words for our current Gators and our future Gators? Any last words from you as our athletic director as we wrap up the year?
Yeah, again, we are wrapping up the year. We're doing extremely well in our recruiting. Again, kudos to our coaches. There's some exciting things happening at Allegheny College. And we are on such a great path forward until COVID hit. So we've just been on pause. Okay, we didn't go backwards. We're just on pause, and we're ready to hit that play button again and go. So get here and be a part of the excitement.
Great. Bill, thanks for joining us. Gator fans, again, always stay safe, stay together, stay healthy, stay masked up, and refuse to lose.